Hey, reach up there and pull those belts tight. One more time, you're watching the original Rebels Racing League.
Welcome back to Intensity Broadcasting. My name's Josh Hall. We're back here for race number 2 of the original Rebels Racing League truck doubleheader. Back here at Chicagoland. This is the Reisman Insurance 150 with the original Rebels truck series. We got some trucks here on track. See Sam Wetstein out on track right now in that Colts truck again. Football, NFL paint jobs is the theme this week. See Garrett Kinder out on track in that familiar pink Kinder Farm and Ranch truck. And Jim McClendon just finished up his run there in that Patriots truck. We see Alex Veith out on track in the 51 machine. Again, we do apologize for the late start. The Outlaws race did run just a little bit longer than we were expecting it to, so while qualifying is going underway, let's take a look at our points coming in. Garrett Kinder with 2 wins is your current point leader with Talladega a little ways behind, but Garrett Kinder has a pretty good lead right now. Looks to be about 30 points. My math is bad. So Garrett Kinder with a big lead over Tyler Gackey, Jamie Barkus sitting in third, Mickey Isaac, Zach Wetstein way back and forth. Zach has 4 wins. Unfortunately, he's been caught up in a few wrecks as well. So he's a little bit back right now, sitting back in 5th. Josh Smith, Spencer Gay, Patrick Drabick, Brandon Wallace, and Charles Stevens round out your top 10. Last week at Texas, we did see Zach Wetstein win. Garrett Kinder came home in 2nd, Mickey Isaac 3rd, Jamie Barkus back in 4th, and Jeff Paisley in 5th. So as the season winds down, we'll have to see who's going to be able to make the big moves. We see Jeff Paisley out on track right now. Again, his qualifying lapped in. Alex Veith says Nick Veith. And Kevin Kinder says hello. Hello, Kevin. Thanks for joining us back here on Intensity Broadcasting. Do appreciate you guys stopping by and spending your Sunday night with us. Again, don't forget, as always, to like, follow, and subscribe here on Intensity Broadcasting. See if we can see. William Griffith just finished up his qualifying attempt. We got Pegleg out on track right now. Pegleg, again, a very improved driver over the last few years, or a few seasons, and really coming into his own. Had a great run last week, was up in the top 3 most of the race, and ended up getting caught up in some stuff beyond his control. Looking to have another great run here tonight. Aaron Adcock also on track right now. See Stacy Passon's Adcock out there. You know, she'll be cheering on Aaron here. Ooh, Aaron gets a little loose coming through the off of 2, and that's going to kill his qualifying attempt here. Take a look at Chuck Pegleg Feltz again. Coming off of turn number 4. And across the line. And Pegleg's going to move himself up in the 5th starting position. So a great qualifying attempt here for Chuck. See, Josh Smith just came across the line, moves himself up in the 10th in that Thunderbird's truck. I love that truck. It's one of my favorite trucks I see out here every week. Right now, currently, though, the coach Deadman has the pole. Zach Wetstein, his outside. Garrett Kinder third. Sam Wetstein with a great qualifying attempt in 4th, and Pegleg up in the 5th. So, a couple names having some great qualifying attempts up here. As it looks like the only truck still on track right now is Josh Smith. Looks like everybody has made their qualifying attempts. So that's going on. Let's take a look at our upcoming rest of the schedule. As I was mentioning in the Outlaw race, we really don't talk about that too much. We haven't really talked about it too much, but the end of the season is coming up. Tonight we have Chicagoland. Then next week we move on to the Big Super Speedway at Talladega. Then Michigan, the 2-miler at Michigan on October 3rd. Then we take a week off from competitive racing and we have our All-Star event at Auto Club on October 10th. Then the playoffs start. We'll have our round of 16 at North Wilkesboro. We'll have our round of 12 at Kansas. The round of 8. We'll take a week off for Halloween to have the round of 8 at Phoenix. Then our final 4 and crown a champion on November 4th. So stay tuned as the season is winding down here on Intensity Broadcasting in the Sunday Night Truck Series, brought to you by Hull Heating and Air Conditioning and Sheet Metal. Again, this is the Reisman Insurance 150 here at Chicagoland. And we have just a few more seconds left in qualifying here. Everybody has made their qualifying attempts. Bear with me as I am still adjusting my graphics here, as we got a late start to this one with the Rebels race running a little bit later, or sorry, the Outlaw race running a little bit later than we were expecting. So let's take a look at the starting grid. And the starting grid is brought to you by Magic Mike Motorsports. And our pole award is brought to you by, there we go, brought to you by Pegleg Felts. And your winner on pole tonight, Christian Deadman in the 3, Zach Wetstein to his outside. Then Garrett Kinder in the 13, he'll be rolling off 3rd with Sam Wetstein in 4th. 5th, we're going to find Chuck Pegleg Felts in the 75 and Jeff Paisley in the 7 in spot 6. Brett Grunwald in the 5, he'll be rolling off 7th with Josh Lokovitz rounding out row number 4. Then Spencer Gay in the 69 and Josh Smith round out row number 5, your top 10. Jim McLennan in 18, he'll be rolling off 11th with Charles Stevens Jr. in 12th. Tyler Gackey, the lone Canuck in the field tonight, rolling off 13th with Aaron Adcock in the 14th position. 8th row, you're going to find Jamie Barkus and Kyle Roberts in the 35. Then Todd Schott in the 426 and Tyler Rice sitting back in spot number 18. Mickey Isaac and Josh Oswald round out row number 10. The 11th row, you're going to find Mike Veith and Brandon Wallace. William Bulldozer Griffith back in 23rd with Gary Wright in 24th. Finally, 25th, we'll find Alex Veith and Jason Lottridge round out the field in 26th. Again, you're going to see a lot of football-inspired paint jobs tonight. We see the Colts paint job on Sam and Zach Wetstein's trucks. Saw the Patriots paint job a little further back here. The New England paint job on that 18 machine. I think that's pretty much it for football schemes here tonight. As Christian and Coach Dedman in that monster truck will lead them down here to the starting zone. Pace truck's getting ready to take that hard left-hand turn on the pit road. Bunch of chats in the chat here. I will get to those in just a moment. But we're ready to go green flag racing as the green flag is in the air. And Coach gets a great jump off the 4 machine of Zach Wetstein. But Zach already all over that back bumper of that 3 machine as they go into turn number 1. Side by side behind him, Garrett Kinder and Sam Wetstein. As Zach is already looking to the inside. And here comes Sam to the outside. They're 3 wide for the lead. And Sam Wetstein to the lead over his son. Father and son battle side by side here for the point as they come off of turn number 4. Who's it going to be as they're going to give each other some room? But Sam is going to lead the first lap here at Chicagoland. And a great run for Sam started out here. He gets some clean air. He's going to set sail here. Kinder falls all the way back to 4th place. We got Josh Lokenvitz already up 3 spots, looking down to the inside of Pegleg here, trying to take away that 5th position. Dives all the way down to the apron. Oh, he stays off the apron. And able to stay side by side with Pegleg here. A little further back, we see a gaggle of trucks here, as we saw in the Outlaw race. Oh, we got one down. Got a little loose on the bottom. That's Charles Stevens Jr. Able to hold on to it, though. And he continues on. Tyler Gackey able to move right around him. As Pegleg is now under attack here by the 5 machine of Brent Gritwald. Now Sam Wetstein has Zach all over his back bumper. Zach is doing everything he can to try to get back around his father. As they come down the backstretch, and as I pointed out in the Outlaw race, Chicago's a little bit of a different shape. And you'll notice that the backstretch is not straight. It's got a little bit of a curve to it. Oh, some contact. As Josh Lokenvitz and Brett Grunwald made some contact, and Lokenvitz gets the short end of the stick. He's going to fall all the way back to 10th. Jamie Barkus now all under attack here from Josh Lokenvitz. Here comes Aaron Adcock down underneath Lokenvitz now. Move Adcock up into the top 10. Just in front of this, we see Chuck Feltz, Christian Dedman. Christian falling all the way back into the 5th spot currently. As they continue to battle back here for 5th place. Tyler Gackey way up the track now, all the way up on the high side. As Josh Smith now down on the bottom, catches the apron, almost gets a little loose there. But he continues on. So the coach is in trouble. Continuing to fall. Now he's starting to move his way back forward as he's getting around Pegleg Feltz. He's going to look down to the inside of Kinder. Kinder throws a big block, though. And that keeps Coach right behind him as Sam is caught back up. Or Zach is caught back up to Sam. And now the field is starting to come for Sam here as they come down the backstretch. Let's get caught up through the chats here. Chris McLean says, let's go Aaron Adcock. Kevin Kinder says, go get him 13, 3, and 12. Chris McLean says, get on that wheel, Kinder. Come on, Peg Leg Felts from Chris McLean as well. Stacy Adcock says, let's go, Aaron, drive it to the front. Eric Burkhalter, Kyle Roberts, hands down, has the best paint. And Soul Girl 93 says, let's go, Griffin Kinder. As Coach continues the battle back here. And Aaron Adcock moving his way all the way up in the 9th place now as he's trying to get around Jamie Barkus to try to take away 8th position. At the same time, the coach is stuck down on the bottom. He's starting to slide back as well. It looks like that bottom lane is just not working as well as Deadman would hope. As every time he comes off the corner, he gets a little bit loose. Has to catch it, has to chase it up the track just a little bit. We know loose is fast, but when it's too loose, it's not going to be fast enough. Here comes Charles Stevens down, looking underneath the 3 now to try to take over that 9th position. Just behind him as well, Todd Schott, already up 6 spots into the 11th spot, trying to continue to move his way forward. He said that Kyle Roberts has the best paint job out there. Let's take a look, see what Kyle's running here. Well, he is the 35, and I guess that's the number on the side, 30 effing 5. Up front, we still got Sam Wetstein continuing to lead. Love the way he put the number there on the jersey as Brent Grunwald already trying to battle Zach Wetstein for that 2nd position. Zach throws a really aggressive block there going into turn number 1. As they come off the corner down the backstretch. We see Grunwald on the outside. As I mentioned, the track is not really straight. As we take a look at the track map here, you can see the backstretch has actually got a little bit of a curve to it. And that can be a little bit of a challenge for the drivers as they tend to try to drive a backstretch as a straightaway where you just can't do that here. So as the race continues, we'll see. We saw that in the first race, a couple drivers having some issues there on the backstretch. Do apologize again for the silence. Try to take care of some graphic work on my side, as I didn't have much time to get back into this one. Grunwald now way up against the wall, running that real high side, and he's able to take that 2nd position away from Zach Wetstein, so move Grunwald up in the 2nd place. But Sam Wetstein continues to lead, and Sam having such a great run. It's nice to see that 98 up front and having a really good run here tonight. A little further back, we see William Bulldozer Griffith battling with Brandon Wallace back here. As these guys are side by side. This is back for 19th and 20th, so Griff trying to get his way back up to the front. Zach has gotten back around Brett. And now Kinder's joining the party here, as these guys are battling 2nd through 4th right now. Soul Girl says she's never heard anybody call Seth a bulldozer. Well, there was an incident a few weeks ago in the Street Stock Series, and Griff got the nickname the Bulldozer. Seeing if I can find that image that I was given last week. As we take a look at Griff here, and we throw up the image that I was given last week to talk about Griff and his bulldozing. So Griff moved up 5 spots now, up into 18th. And currently working on trying to get around the 17 of Josh the Jet Oswald. Up front, got a family feud going on as Zach Wetstein is all over the back bumper of Sam. But Sam able to gap Zach a little bit through turns 1 and 2. Kinder got around Brett Grunwald just now, moved Kinder up into the 3rd position. As we take a look off the back bumper of Sam Wetstein here. And Zach looking up to the high side here. Whoops. So Zach just not able to get the run there through the corner that he was hoping. Zach seems to be so much better off at turn number 2 than Sam is, but Sam's just a little bit better through turns 3 and 4 and down the backstretch. As you can hear, these trucks are still pretty much wide open around this track as we're coming to lap number 24. And again, Zach right there on his father's back bumper. Jamie Barkas so far our biggest mover, up in the 6th position, up 9 spots. And a little battle going on a little further back as Aaron Adcock has gotten around Spencer Gay. But Spencer's trying to battle back now on the bottom. And Aaron's trying to get around the 16 at Gacky. Here comes Spencer Gay now, all the way down to the grass. But able to stay up in front of the 69. Christian Dedman right in front of this battle as well. As Gacky's starting to run down Dedman just a little bit, and Adcock right there giving him a push. Josh Smith and Bulldozer going at it here as Griff's going to take over the 15th position. So move him up 8 spots in the 15th as he continues to drive forward. And these two still running 1-2. Well, Zach's going to look down to the inside of Sam here. And Sam's going to let him go right inside and take the lead away. But a great run so far for Sam Wetstein right up front. Using some track position, not overdriving the truck. And we just know how strong Zach is on these long green flag runs. And Garrett Kinder, another one who's able to make these long green flag runs work in his favor as well. As our top 3 have a 1-second lead over the 5 of Brett Greenwald. And Chuck Pegleg Phelps back up in the top 5 as well. There goes Aaron Adcock down to the bottom of Tyler Gackey, trying to take the 9th position away. Aaron was hoping that Spencer Gay might have went with him here to give him a little bit of a draft help and a push. But that doesn't look like that was going to help, as now Garrett Kinder has gotten around the 98 of Sam Wetstein. And Pegleg is trying to get around the 5 of Chuck Grunwald now. So Pegleg coming on with a little bit of a longer run here. Long run truck. Then they've got Jamie Barkus right there behind him. So for most of these guys, I imagine they're going to try to cut the race in half. Pit on lap 50 as Pegleg makes an aggressive move here underneath the 5 to try to take the 4th position away. And he's going to have them here as they go into turn number 1. Because the fuel window should be around 60 laps. But you're going to want tires well before that, as we can already see. Tires can make a big difference. So I wouldn't be surprised to see some of these guys split the race right in half. Pit on lap number 50. Unless a caution comes out and changes everything. Aaron Adcock and Spencer Gay battling here. Spencer Gay working on high side. Moved Aaron up down into 11th. We see Mickey Isaac and Todd Schott now right behind, coming to join this party as well. So far, green from the start. We're working lap number 33. And the Sunday Night Truck Rebel Series, brought to you by Whole Sheet Metal Heating and Air Conditioning. We also don't want to forget some of our other great sponsors. The Thin Blue Line USA, Kinder Farm and Ranch, Southwest T-shirt Design. Check them out on Facebook. Shappy Edits, Smeal Racing Designs, Magic Mike Motorsports, P&J Motorsports. Without them, this series would not be what it is today. So Sam Wetstein now under attack from Pegleg Phelps. Pegleg trying to move himself up into the 3rd position. Also don't want to forget our race sponsor tonight, Reisman Insurance. Johnny Adcock says, drive it like you stole it, to number 23. Stacy passes, says, look at Pegleg go. And Stacy also says, come on, Aaron. Pegleg having a fantastic run tonight, trying to get Pegleg and Sam, these two cars right here, battling together, having a fantastic run. We normally don't talk about them too much, but tonight they're doing everything they can to keep themselves up at the front here tonight. So you have seen a couple cars come on the pit road. Josh Lokovitz, Kyle Roberts, Michael Veith, all on pit road currently. As Pegleg looks back down to the bottom, trying to get back around Sam Wetstein here. Josh Smith and Tyler Rice also hitting pit road. And Pegleg has finally gotten around that 98 machine. But here comes Brett Grunwald with a big run here on the low side, trying to get around Sam himself. Josh Smith, Tyler Rice still on pit road. Jeff Paisley just came down to pit road. So my strategy call of making it to halfway looks to be wrong, as we see Grunwald now making the trip onto pit road. Zach Wetstein still is your leader here. As he works down the backstretch. Zach's now coming down the pit road. Oh, locks the tires up. Zach misses pit road. Kinder gets on the pit road clean, but Wetstein misses pit road completely. And he's going to have to go back around and attempt it again. As we see the Patriots truck almost come up and punt the Colts truck. A little football humor there. And a tough break for Zach here. We'll follow Zach here as he tries to get back on the pit road again, or is he going to try to stay out? No, he's going to try to come down to pit road again, and this time is going to get it mowed down in time. But man, a costly mistake for that Ford truck. And that's going to give the lead to Pegleg Feltz. So check up into the lead and see if he tries to extend it. Also, Christian Dedman, Aaron Adcock, Todd Schott, Alex Veith on pit road. As we mentioned, Garrett Kinder, Jamie Barkus have pit as well. Jim McClendon just hit pit road. Well, we'll see if anybody else. We'll see when Pegleg decides he's going to come down. Looks like he's going to... Nope, we're just coming off of turn number 2, so... Sam Wetstein has also come in pit already. But Pegleg continues to run laps. Tyler Gackey just came on the pit road. I'll put the pit down at the bottom there. Flashing pit means that they are on pit road currently. When you see it stop flashing and become solid, that means they're in their pit box. The time you see is their total time on pit road. And when in the pit box there, when it changes from pit to a number, that will be the time of the pit stop. So Gary Wright also on pit road. See Gackey with a 15.3 second stop. Gary Wright with a 14.5. See Mickey Isaac has 15.3. So at the moment, there's only 3 trucks on pit road, as here comes Pegleg down on the pit road to make his scheduled service. Gets down to pit road. That's going to give the lead over to Bulldozer. Pegleg, Charles Stevens Jr., and Spencer Gay all on pit road. As we see Barkus getting a big run here on those fresher tires. So you can see the difference the tires make as Garrett Kinder and now Jamie Barkus have both passed William Griffith and have unlapped themselves. Here comes Josh Smith, hoping to unlap himself as well. As Griff stays on the bottom, there's Josh Smith around. And with Griff staying on the bottom like this, that's usually an indication that he'll be coming to pit road here as well. See him slowing down, trying to get himself slowed down to get on pit road. And he does. Brandon Wallace also in. So that's going to give the lead to the 13 of Garrett Kinder. Sam Wetstein had a rough pit stop, and he fell all the way back to 13th. So Kinder with a 3-second lead over Jamie Barkus. And Kevin Kinder gives the woot woot up in the box there. Nick Veith says, "Let's go, Mike and Alex." A little further back, Aaron Adcock. Back here, a battle ensuing as Zach Wetstein, even though he missed his pit stall, currently sitting in 8th, and he's battling with these guys right here for position. So even though I thought he was going to lose a lot more time, he actually recovered pretty well. Currently sitting in the 8th position. You see Aaron Adcock and Brent Grunwald right there. Couple of those Apex racing trucks. As Zach gets around Brett, and he's going to work himself on the 23 of Aaron Adcock, trying to take that 5th position away. And I think the real losers here, unfortunately, are Sam and Pegleg on this round of pit stops. Pegleg was running top 5, stayed out a little longer than everybody else. He's fallen back to 12th here. Sam Wetstein's fallen back to 11th. But maybe Chuck can make it to the end and everybody else may have to pit one more time. We'll have to see as Zach Wetstein now already up in the 4th, battling with Josh Smith and Jamie Barkus. That's 2nd and 3rd in front of him. And Zach having a little connection issue there, but looking to make it 3 wide, but thinks better of it. He's going to give Barkus the big push down the straightaway and into the corner. Here comes Aaron Adcock into the picture as well. Aaron now looking down to the bottom. Josh Smith pushes up the track just a little bit. Almost gets to the side of Barkus. They're now 3 wide down the backstretch. Aaron Adcock down on the bottom. Josh Smith in the middle. Zach Wetstein on the high side. They figure it out and get it back to 2 wide. But Aaron Adcock having a great run now. Zach Wetstein's going to dive all the way down to the apron to make it 3 wide again. And as they go into the corner, oh, there's a little contact there between Smith and Barkus. That's going to shoot Barkus up the track. And now Smith and Wetstein are side by side. Aaron Adcock right there giving a big push to Zach, who blinks out there for a second. Tyler Gackey had a big run there for a second, but not able to capitalize. As we see Zach flashing in and out, having a little bit of a connection issue. And that's tough for these guys who are racing around him because they don't know where he is on the track. Aaron Adcock back down to the bottom. Pushes the 47 up the track just a little bit. Almost some more contact as Adcock dives all the way down to the apron. This is a great battle going on here. And Tyler Gacke and Christian Dedman have a front row seat for this one. As Adcock goes all the way back down to the bottom. We ride along here with Christian Dedman up on the roof. You see Tyler Gacke down on the low side. Aaron Adcock has finally cleared them all. Oh, you hear Dedman get a little loose there on the corner. Dedman having to get out of it because he saw Smith get a little loose. Now we got Chuck Feltz into the mix now. So some great battles all over the track here. As we got a big gaggle of cars right there. Here comes Todd Schott into the picture as well. Almost gets into the back of Dedman. Sam Wetstein trying to make his way back through the field. He's in this little battle here. Battling with the 88 of Charles Stevens Jr. Sam trying to move himself back into the top 10. Zach going around the 9 of Mike Veith. Garrett Kinder, though, currently with a 2.5 second lead over Zach Wetstein. Aaron Adcock now trying to get around the 9 of Mike Veith. So Aaron Adcock up in the 3rd place. Pegleg Feltz battling with Tyler Gacke to try to take over 4th. It's going to move Gacke back to 5th. Jamie Barkus sitting in 6th as Brett Grunwald just hit pit road. So I don't know if that's a scheduled stop or not, as he was just back. He's just in on lap number 37. He may just be taking enough fuel to make it to the end. Aaron up in the 3rd, but Pegleg right there at his back bumper, trying to take that 3rd position away. Josh Oswald and William Griffith battling side by side here. Back for 16th. Griff's going to take that position away, move himself into 15th position. He's going to start trying to set his sights on Spencer Gay. Spencer, who was running top 5 for a good portion of the beginning of the race, had some issues on pit road, falling back to 14th now. Another battle on track right now is Todd Schott and Charles Stevens Jr. going at it side by side. Move Charles Stevens Jr. up in the 6th position. Kyle Roberts now on pit road. And Pegleg has gotten around Aaron Adcock, take over the 3rd position. Let's take a look at the pass here. Perfect setup as right down on the bottom here. And into turn number 1, and Pegleg the perfect setup and pass here at Chicago. And here we go again. Patriots and Colts going at it on track. So another great battle going on here. Oh, it was a big slide up the track for McClendon. That's going to let Sam Wetstein pull away. Tyler Gackey now and Charles Stevens going at it here. (14, 20, 21, 25). Well, I do apologize for the tower having a little issues there. We'll get the ticker up there, and that should fix things. Sometimes the timing and scoring can get a little funky, and I do apologize for that. Jeff Paisley's just moved around Christian Dedman for the 16th position as Josh Smith now hits pit road along with Christian Dedman, both hitting pit road here. And Zach Wetstein is starting to eat into Garrett Kinder's lead. Garrett Kinder's lead was almost 3 seconds. Now it's down to 1.7. And Zach is continuing to be the fastest truck on track, even though he's having a little bit of connection issues. Actually, the fastest truck on track that time by was the truck you see on screen right now, the 75 of Pegleg Phelps. Last time by ran a 32.0. Leader ran a 25. Zach ran a 19. So Pegleg a whole 10th faster than Zach in front of him. And that's probably due to the fact that Pegleg stayed out just a little bit longer. So he's got a little bit fresher tires. Kyle Roberts having some issues on the backstretch here. Looks like he's coming down pit road now. Said he went off track and came back on track. Let's see if we can see what happened to Kyle here. Yeah, you see him running right through the grass. Let's rewind a little bit. Did he catch the wall? And well, that's exactly what happened. Looks like he got a little loose and overcorrected up into the wall and slid through the grass. No harm, no foul, no yellow. Zach Wetstein on pit road along with Josh Lokovitz and Josh Oswald. So Zach not missing his pit stall this time, able to get on the pit road cleanly. He's going to take right side tires. Wonder if he'll swing around to the left side here. Left side goes up in the air. Now Garrett Kinder on pit road. And pretty much the entire field coming on pit road as well. Kinder, Pegleg, Aaron Adcock, Charles Stevens Jr., Tyler Gackey, Todd Schott, Spencer Gay, all on pit road. And this right here is the money stop. Let's see who can get on and off pit road the quickest. Let's see if anybody takes 2 tires. That might be an option that somebody might take. No, we see the right sides go up on Kinder's truck. Kinder is down and away with a 14.9 second stop. Doesn't look like anybody's taking 2 tires. So Jim McClendon in the Patriots truck will take over the lead. Sam Wetstein hits pit road along with Gary Wright. So McClendon has that Ford truck of Zach Wetstein, another Colts truck. So the Colts truck's outnumbering the Patriots trucks here tonight. So we see the 4 go right on by. And now Jim McClendon, I hear him slowing down. Looks like he's going to be coming to pit road this time. No, I'm sorry, we're coming off of turn number 1, so he's just slow. Maybe he's trying to save a little bit of fuel. Because he definitely sounds like he's a bit off the pace. As he's getting passed by everybody getting their lap back. See Aaron Adcock, Chuck Feltz, Jamie Barkus all getting their laps back as he's continuing to lead over Mickey Isaac and Jason Lottridge. Aaron Adcock and Chuck Feltz and Jamie Barkus all battling here. So McClendon still staying out there, continuing the lead. Maybe hoping for a yellow flag to come out. Right now there's only 12 cars on the lead lap. Then Charles Stevens goes around here. It'll be 13 cars on the lead lap. When it all cycles through, Garrett Kinder will be back your leader. He's got a 2-second lead over Zach Wetstein in the 4. And Zach is currently running down Garrett Kinder. Last time by, he was 0.2 of a second faster than Kinder, which next time we come by the stripe, we'll have just 20 laps to go. And I imagine McClendon isn't going to try to stay out too much longer, as right now his lap times are over a second slower than Garrett Kinder. As we see Mickey Isaac now coming to pit road. Jason Lottridge continues to stay out here. Sam Wetstein just went around him. So that's going to put Kinder in the 3rd position, with just Lottridge and McClendon out in front. So as long as Zach doesn't hit any lap traffic, he should be able to catch Garrett Kinder as Kinder just ran around Jason Lottridge to take over the second position. Again, Lottridge has not pit yet, so he's hoping for a caution to make this gamble work. McClendon currently 17 seconds out in front of Garrett Kinder with 18 laps to go. Now, last time by, Kinder ran exactly 1 second faster than McClendon. McClendon ran a 32.41. Kinder ran a 31.41. This time by, McClendon ran a 32.43. Again, Kinder is still 17 seconds back. 31.56, so still right around a second faster. If McClendon can hold off or hold on here, save some fuel, he might be able to make it here to the end and possibly steal this victory. And yes, I know it's a Patriots truck. I'm doing my best not to make any kind of underinflated tires comment because I would just be wrong. Let's take a quick run through the field here. Jim McClendon continues to lead here, trying to work a little strategy. Garrett Kinder, though, chasing him down, currently in second place, running 1 second lap faster laps than Jim McClendon in the lead. Zach Wetstein currently sitting back in third, hoping that Colts truck might be able to bring him a little luck. Jason Lottridge sitting in fourth, running that same gamble that McClendon's running. Chuck Pegleg Phelps, he's running back in fifth, having a solid day. Aaron Adcock not too far behind Pegleg in sixth, trying to break into the top five here. Jamie Barkus in seventh, having a solid run. Brett Grunwald pit a little bit earlier than anybody else out there, running in eighth. Todd Schott in the 426 sits in the ninth position. And the yellow is out. And William Griffith has bulldozed the wall on the backstretch to bring out the yellow. And that's going to bring up our first Kinder Farm and Ranch Wreckage Rewind. So let's see if we can see what happened to Griff here on the backstretch. We're coming off of... just gets loose all by himself there. Overcorrects it right up into the wall. Hard contact with that outside safer barrier. And that's enough to bring out the yellow here. Had to tow. And this is going to change everything. McClendon has now come down pit road. And... that's a tough break for McClendon. Actually, no, it's not a tough break. McClendon was on pit road. Garrett Kinder now coming down pit road. Zach Wetstein, Tyler Gackey is going to stay out. Jim McClendon can stay out as well because he just pit. See when McClendon was on pit road and how this is going to play out in his favor here. This is wild. So let's take a look here, see if we can use the pit lane camera. And if you're watching right by the start finish line, you'll see the green light there. See when McClendon is on pit road? And there is the yellow. So McClendon lucks out. Great luck for him as he was on pit road when the yellow came out. And he's going to have fresh tires and going to restart second. I don't know how much luckier you could be than being on pit road when the yellow comes out like that. But, and then the whole field comes in and pits. So McClendon will be restarting in the second spot on fresh tires. He's going to have the same tires as everybody else out there. And when we go back green flag racing, we'll have just about 9 laps to go. What a crazy, crazy turn of events. So let's go through the running order now as it's completely changed. Tyler Gacke will be your leader staying out here. Last pit on lap number 71. Jim McClendon just came down in pit, was on pit road when the yellow came out. Gets the lucky break. He'll be restarting second. Zach Wetstein in that Colts ride. He'll be restarting in third with Garrett Kinder restarting in fourth. Jason Lottridge, another one using the strategy here to stay out. Currently your Ray Cobb Hard Charger Award sitting back in fifth with Pegleg in sixth. Aaron Adcock in seventh with his teammate Brett Grunwald to his outside. Then Todd Schott and Josh Smith round out your top 10. So it looks like lights on the pace truck are off. We're going to re-rack them, restack them, get ready to refire them here at Chicagoland. My only concern is Tyler Gacke on a little bit older tires here. About 10 lap older tires. Those are going to be a little bit warmer than everybody else. Is he going to be able to get a good restart here without spinning the tires? Can McClendon get a good jump here? Pace truck takes that hard left-hand turn on the pit road. Green flag is back in the air. Great jump for Tyler Gacke. A not so great jump for McClendon. He's going to fall all the way back to third as Zach Wetstein's going to be able to take that second position away. And now Zach is trying to take the lead from Tyler Gacke as they come down the backstretch. Tyler Gacke now has Jim McClendon working to his inside, but right behind Garrett Kinder slides back in third. And I think you're going to see Gacke fall like a rock here. Oh, we got a wreck in the back. Lokenvitz spun around in front of Jeff Paisley. That's going to bring out the caution. And another Kinder Farm and Ranch wreckage rewind. Well, let's see what happened to Lokenvitz here. Lokenvitz gets a little loose there, catches the apron, slides up the track, able to hold on to it. We see Brandon Wallace. Oh, Brandon Wallace makes some contact as Lokenvitz was a little loose right up in front of Jeff Paisley. Jeff Paisley gets a big part of it as well. And they're able to get going there. That brings out our caution. So you can see all the damage to the right side of that, left side, excuse me, of that 79. Jeff Paisley, the front end has quite a bit of damage on that as well. And Brandon Wallace just a little bit of damage there on that right front. Well, the outlaw race got a little wild there towards the end. Looks like we're going to see the same thing here. As Zach Wetstein continues to be your leader over Jim McClendon, and now we'll have the Patriots truck to the outside of the Colts truck. And I believe we'll be getting ready to go back green. We'll get the lights on, off. Let's try that again. Believe the lights on the pace truck will be shutting off this time by. With Zach Wetstein going to be your leader. Again, Zach won last week at Texas. Looking to continue here at Chicagoland. As I mentioned, Zach Wetstein, 4 wins on the season, yet sitting 5th in points. So win here would be huge points night for him as he tries to eat into Garrett Kinder's lead. Again, Garrett Kinder with a 40-point lead over Tyler Gackey. And a 66-point lead over Zach Wetstein's currently in 5th. Again, it's all about your top 16 here, because your top 16 will make it on to the playoffs. And with next week at Talladega, it could really shake up the points. As we know, Talladega can be a bit of a wild card race. Kind of evens the playing field, and we'll see how that evens the playing field next week as the lights on the pace truck are off. Zach chooses the inside here. Puts McClendon to the outside. Garrett Kinder's going to restart right behind Zach. We saw McClendon not get a very good jump on the last restart. Let's see what he can do here, as when we take the green flag, we're going to have just 3 laps to go. As long as we don't have a green-white checker. How about Pegleg up in 5th place? Trying to sneak up into the podium here. As they come through turns 3 and 4. We're re-racked, restacked, getting ready to refire. Chris McLean says elbows up. Go get the W, Aaron Adcock. Pace truck takes that hard left-hand turn on the pit road. Zach Wetstein immediately hits the gas. Green flag back in the air. McClendon with a much better restart this time, as he's able to stay right there even with Garrett Kinder as they go into turns 1 and 2. But Zach Wetstein with such a fantastic jump, he's already out to over a half-second lead as they come rocketing down the backstretch 3 wide. Chuck Phelps down on the bottom. Aaron Adcock up on the high side. Move Aaron Adcock up into the 4th position. Kinder gets around McClendon. 2 laps to go here. Here comes Aaron Adcock looking down to the inside of McClendon. Trying to take that 3rd position away, move up into the podium. And he's going to do it now. He's going to set his sights on Garrett Kinder. While that's going on, Kinder is chasing down Zach Wetstein right now. Adcock with a strong run through turns 3 and 4. Catching right back up to the bumper of Garrett Kinder as the white flag is in the air. Kinder defensively goes down to the apron. Aaron Adcock gets the run on the high side. Aaron Adcock down to the inside of Garrett Kinder through turns 1 and 2. Trying to take that 2nd position away at the last lap. And that's what Zach Wetstein wants to see, is those two battling side by side. Jim McClendon gets a chance for one last desperation move. Does not have room to do it. As they come off of turn number 4, Zach Wetstein is going to be your winner. Garrett Kinder is going to come home 2nd. Aaron Adcock, with a great run, comes home 3rd. McClendon comes home 4th. Chuck Pegleg Phelps is your 5th place finisher. But it's all about Zach Wetstein tonight. Starting in 2nd, missing pit road completely, and then comes back to win the race. I mean, that's just an incredible job there for that young man, as he's going to come down here and celebrate. And I want to see how many football puns I can incorporate into my interview here tonight with Zach. So let's take a look at your finishing order here. Again, Zach Wetstein is your winner. Garrett Kinder 2nd, Aaron Adcock, Jim McClendon, Chuck Pegleg Phelps, your top 5. Jamie Barkus comes home in 6th with Todd Schott in 7th. Charles Stevens Jr., Tyler Gackey, Jason Lottridge, your top 10. Christian Dedman, your pole sitter, comes home in 11th with Spencer Gay, Alex Veith, Brandon Wallace, Josh Oswald, your top 15. So take a look at the rest of the results here. Having a little fun out there with their celebratory demolition derby at the end. And let's see if we can talk to our top 3 here. Starting with, sorry, got to get my, I apologize, my computer just got a little glitchy for a second there. Let's bring in our 3rd place finisher, Aaron Adcock. Aaron, you got Josh up at the booth. You got me?
I got you, buddy.
Man, strong run tonight, coming home in 3rd. A little desperation there at the end to get around Pegleg and McClendon and come home on the podium. All night, it seemed like tires really made the difference there, and pit strategy was a little bit different for your team, it looked like. Is the pit strategy what ended up helping you get up into the top 3 tonight?
I think so. I really didn't know what to do there at first, and at the beginning of the race, I was just trying to make up positions on a bad start and on a bad qualifying rather, and I burnt the tires up about lap 25 and was just kind of holding on for all I could, and I was getting ready to start thinking about making a pit stop, but I thought we were going to get to go a little longer, and when the leaders come down, I went with them, and I kind of gained a little bit from Zach's mishap, missing pit road and all that. So it helped put me in a better position to cycle out, and that helped give me the track position for the rest of the evening.
Yeah, and towards the end there, we had pretty much a green flag run for the entire race. Then the caution comes out with about, I think it was like 15 to go. Did that help you or hurt you a little bit there at the end?
It helped me because I knew I had two more sets of Mr. Feelgood sitting behind the wall, and I was going to get them. I didn't care what anybody else done. I know, 25 laps. If I run it hard, I can stretch 25 laps. So I figured a 7, 8 lap run would be right where I need to be.
Perfect. And before we let you go, well, one more question: how do you feel your chances are next week at Talladega, as we're coming down to the end of the season here?
Whew, I I don't know. I can tell you that's a Vegas type track. You got to go just put your coins where you think you need to put them and hope it lands on jackpot. It's anybody's race. That's for darn sure.
Well, before we let you go, anybody you want to thank? Any shots you got to give? I know you got quite the rooting crew here on the chat, so I know.
Yeah, we're gonna have a big party tonight.
I know. I see Stacy, Johnny, Paul, Scott. Who else was rooting on here tonight? Chris McLean. Yeah. So you had quite the crew in here. Johnny was in here too, rooting you on. So quite the crew.
I appreciate it. That's all my aunts and uncles and mom and um, grandparents and Chris McLean. He's a buddy of mine that ran in the first race, and I've learned so much from that man that I got to credit a lot of my skill and my development to him because he's helped me a lot with stuff that um, you don't really learn unless somebody teaches you. But Apex Sim Racing, Jimmy over there, he does a great job. He's got great products, and he stands behind me and Hall Heating and Sheet Metal and Thin Blue Line and Seth Griffith, Peg Leg, everybody that helped sponsor this league and put it on. And shout out to Chuck. Good job, buddy. We didn't get into each other this race. So, yeah, the whole night I was like, "Oh man, just don't touch him. Don't get into him." Me and him got into each other at Texas, and then again in the ARCA race Friday night. So I've been that's my buddy. So hopefully we're back on the straight and narrow again.
Awesome, man. Well, again, congratulations on the podium tonight, and I'm sure we'll talk to you again soon.
I appreciate it, Josh.
So that was your third place finisher there, Aaron Adcock. Garrett Kinder comes in second. Let's talk with Mr. Kinder. Garrett, you got Josh up in the booth. You got me?
I got you, Josh.
Man, hell of a run there coming home in second. I know Zach seemed like the man of the beat right from the beginning, and it was nice to see Sam up there up at the beginning of the race too, leading some laps. But coming to the end, that yellow flag really seemed to help you as McClendon was, it looked like he was trying to save some fuel, and you were catching him about a second a lap. Did you think he was going to stay out, and do you think you were going to be able to catch him there if that went green?
No, he actually really benefited from that yellow. He had just ducked down pit road right before that yellow came out. So I was getting ready to cycle to the lead right there.
That's true. And yeah, I thought he was saving to try to get you to stay out there. But great run overall. Strategy seemed to be the key tonight. Was that kind of your strategy coming in, breaking this up into a two-stop race?
Man, honestly, it was just kind of pay attention to everybody else pit on that first one. And depending on where I'm at on the track, either short pit or trying to stay out long. Luckily, I stayed up kind of towards the front most of the night, so I was able just to pretty much stay on that two-stop strategy. I knew I didn't want to make that last segment very long because everybody was just going to be pushing it. So I tried to run those first two segments a little bit longer than that last one, and it worked out all right. Man, I did everything I could, executed as best as I could. Just got held up here and there in a couple places, and those untimely cautions really hurt me tonight.
For sure. And the question I've been asking everybody tonight, everybody's I've interviewed, as the season's winding down and we move on to Talladega next week, how do you like your chances there?
I don't. I used to love running on super speedways. But here as of late, I haven't had the mojo had been with me on the super speedways. But got a pretty comfortable points lead going into it, so hopefully I can maintain that and at least have a halfway decent run and see where it ends up, see where it shakes down, and like I said, hopefully hold on to that points lead.
Yeah, for sure. Coming in, you had about a race points lead, so good job with that. And before I let you go, anybody you got a shout out? Anybody you want to thank tonight?
Oh, absolutely. I have to thank Kinder Farm and Ranch first and foremost. Everybody watching back home, Mom, Dad, Ratchet, he's watching back home, Sherry, everybody. It's great having the support of family, friends, people I haven't seen in months, people I've never even met. It's great having some support like that. Of course, got to thank Hall Heating and Sheet Metal, Ken Farmer's head honcho over there, Thin Blue Line USA, Southwest T-shirt designs, P&J Motorsports, or said Southwest T-shirt designs, but Chappie Edits. It's great to have support throughout the league like this. I got to thank y'all up in the booth. Y'all do a great job. Back-to-back races, Josh. I know that outlaw race might have went a little long for your liking, but hopefully put on a halfway decent show for you here tonight.
You did, absolutely. So, again, congratulations on second place. Adds to your points lead a little bit going into Talladega. And we'll see how the championship shakes out there towards the end.
All right, man. I appreciate it. Have a good night, bub.
You as well. So that was your second place finisher, Garrett Kinder. Let's pull in our winner tonight, Zach Wetstein. Zach, you got Josh up in the booth. You got me?
Yeah, I got you.
Man, running that Colts paint job tonight gave you a little bit of luck there towards the end. And, man, after missing pit road completely, looks like you had to throw an audible out there to throw the Hail Mary to get the win tonight, huh?
Well, I mean, it went better than what I was expecting after I blew past pit road, because I did, and then I thought I was going to fall back a lot more, but I only fell back to about probably P9 just because of the lead that I had. And I was that's probably the hardest I've ever drove in this league in the middle of a race, because you guys know, I like to take it easy in the beginning of a run and be better on the long run, but knowing that I screwed up, I wasn't in a position to save, so I went from like ninth to second. But then me and Kinder were so even the entire race. Like when I was leading, he'd be 1 second behind me, and it would stay like that. So, whoever was in front was probably going to win the race. And yeah, it came to that last caution, and it was the choice of taking 2 or taking 4, and it ended up working out because I took 2 and it got me into third. And Kinder, who restarted in fourth, got stuck behind McClendon on that restart. So it ended up working out. I got lucky with some cautions, but I'll take it.
Yeah, the cautions and the strategy really seem to be the keys to the race here tonight. And it seemed like tires really made the difference as, if you didn't take tires, your truck seemed to be pushing like a Mack truck out there. So able to get those fresh tires at the end. Did that last couple yellows benefit you, or were you kind of worried about those as those yellows came out?
Oh, no, it absolutely benefited me. Like even the one with 8 to go, if that caution doesn't come out, I probably don't even finish top 5 tonight, maybe even top 10, because once they start passing you and you only have 2 tires and they have 4, it's just a train. So definitely it helped me, and we got that last restart with 3 laps, and if it would have been one more, I wouldn't have won the race, but you got to do what you got to do. I've won in different ways in this league, and I think this was the only way I hadn't won a race yet, is taking 2 tires or taking 4, and so it was something different. It was fun. After coming off of Texas and how good that race was, we put on another great show with no cautions up until the second half of the race, and yeah, it like I said, that last caution worked out because 8 to go. If we would have kept running, their 4 tires would have absolutely outmatched my 2.
Yeah, and again, that Colts paint job tonight, it's kind of nice to carry that one to the end there and get the win. And you, the winningest driver in the series so far. This is going to help your points move you up a little bit and keep you in the top 16 as you were running 5th. And now you've got quite the points night tonight. And real quick, it was real nice to see your father up there leading some laps tonight as well.
Oh man, it was awesome. Especially for him and me to be 1-2. I think that was really cool. Both had that Indianapolis Colts paint scheme on because somebody with Colts on their uniform had to win today on a Sunday. Didn't happen for the other one, but yeah, I'm just super happy. I'm proud of how he ran. He spun out on the second pit stop on pit road exit, so that ended up costing him big time. But it's one step at a time. When he started in this league, it was basically him starting on iRacing, and so he didn't have any experience, and was just struggling like any new iRacer would. And I mean, some people pick it up, some people don't, and he absolutely has. And he's gotten so good, and I knew he was going to be fast tonight because of practice. And yeah, he was up there leading laps, and I was cruising behind him, saving my tires. And man, that was definitely a happy moment for not only him but for me to see how far he's come.
And with Talladega next week, how do you like your chances as the season's winding down?
Oh man, it's just about racking up the bonus points, right? Because you know I'm not going to win the regular season points. That's kind of out of the window now because Kinder's built himself a really nice points lead. Shout out to him for that. He's done a heck of a job this season. Won 2 races and has finished consistently so well. So he's going to lock that up. And really, right now, it's just going to be all about bonus points. I'm pretty locked into the top 16. I have wins, so I'll be good at the playoffs. It's just about where am I going to be positioned when I get into the playoffs. And so I know Garrett Kinder's going to get bonus points for winning the regular season championship, and that just means I got to try to win a lot more races and win more than him so that I can maybe match him in the points. That's about the only way I can do it. But man, Josh, Talladega is going to be interesting. It's going to be a crapshoot. Anybody can win that, and we're getting close to the coveted playoffs where it's going to be a lot of fun.
For sure. And before we let you go, anybody you want to thank? Any shout outs you got to give before we let you go?
Oh man, absolutely. Just the entire league for kind of shows we put on. Seth Griffith for taking over as kind of the main guy as Matt had to step down. Every admin in the league. You for broadcasting, especially you've been doing it solo a lot this season, and I know that's not easy to do, especially with the doubleheader. So shout out to you for that, especially. My dad, another shout out for leading laps tonight, about 20 or 21 laps led. Super proud of what he was able to do tonight, and we're definitely going to build on that as the season goes. Hall Heating and Sheet Metal, Ken Farmer, who runs that. Thin Blue Line USA, Kinder Farm and Ranch. Got Southwest T-shirt design. Shappy Edit, Smil Racing Designs. He has a bunch of paint schemes in this league. Magic Mike Motorsports, Seth Griffith, Peg Leg Felts, B&J Motorsports, and yeah, just again, all these guys for putting on the shows that we do in this league.
Well, again, congratulations on the win as you're racking up them bonus points, and we hope to see how you carry those into the playoffs in a couple weeks.
I appreciate it. Have a good night.
You as well. Well, there you have it tonight. Zach Wetstein, your winner. Your Jason Lyridge comes home with the Ray Cobb Hard Charger Award, gaining 16 spots from the beginning of the race. And that's going to do it here on Intensity Broadcasting tonight. Don't forget to join us tomorrow night for the Extreme Forces League modified race coming from Myrtle Beach Speedway. And as always, don't forget to like, follow, subscribe. Join us here every night for live iRacing, as our boy Atlee Atman Weiss would say.